I wrote this one a couple of years ago. My sisters and I had the unenviable task of cleaning out a very large house when my parents went into assisted living. And it was all the accumulated things, you know, and that they had accumulated. And I found in a closet, I found all the old home movies, which hadn't been seen in many, many years. My father, like so many people's fathers in the 50s and 60s, felt it was his duty to document every living moment of our lives. And we weren't really interested in seeing that stuff, so they ended up in a closet, along with the Bell and Howell projector and the big old screen you had to, you know, hook up. And but I found this thing and I thought, you know, I hadn't seen it since I was really little, so I thought, okay. And I turned on the projector and it still worked, right? And the light still, so I'm looking at the film, and my dad had made these big spools. You know, he'd take the little ones and make big ones. And at any rate, the first one I pulled off, you know, and slapped on there and turned on was a homecoming parade. And see, y'all live in a small town, and you know homecoming parades are a big deal if you're in a small town. I mean, in my town, we had 2 events the entire year. I mean, really, it was the homecoming parade and the county fair, and the rest of our year was just a big gray area, you know. So anyway, so needless to say, everybody in the whole county is in the shot. You know, they're all on the street. They're all looking at the floats going by. And my dad's, you know, panning the crowds, you know, and I'm seeing all these faces, you know, of people that I'd totally forgotten about. And then all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, I remember him. You know, my dad's panning the crowd and he's like lingering on the majorettes a little too long. And we see my mother's angry face. But at any rate, that's where this song came from. Chicken wire floats in the big parade, marching bands and the prom queens wave from an old home movie faded with time, Alabama 1959. Daddy had hair, Mom was thin. Look at the silly clothes they wore back then. Stood a Baker truck parked in the drive, Alabama 1959. Men wore hats and called you son. Children said yes sir, yes ma'am. Ladies called you hun. And days just blew away like dandelions in Alabama 1959. The TVA strung power lines and lit up our world with Pepsodent and Lucky Strikes, and TVs rolled in black and white, Alabama 1959. Football games beneath the lights, no one ever dared to cross the color line. So black faces watched through the fence outside, Alabama 1959. Don't use that word, my mother said. It isn't Christian, say colored folks instead. And so I learned to be polite in Alabama 1959. these old home movies, well, they make me cry. Still, I bring 'em out and watch sometimes, and all those ghosts come back alive. Alabama, 1959. Alabama, 1959. Thank you.